Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, Bambinos. Welcome to this week's £100 game challenge. And this week we're going to do the PlayStation 4. This was hard, but I actually got it exactly on £100 today. So, in case you're wondering, or if you didn't know, I've seen a couple of my favourite YouTubers are doing this challenge. So imagine either you, or imagine one of your friends have just bought a PlayStation 4. They got £100 to spend on new video games, and they come to you and say, what would you recommend I get for that £100? So this is my list. I've done 11 games I've got in my list. The challenge today, though, what I found challenging rather, was my value for money, and I didn't want to just put all of the games like. If I had £100, I would buy probably, it's one of the best consoles ever for fighting games, but I'm trying to mix it up, put a bit of variety in there, okay? And do my honourable mentions. I just, basically the way I do it, I grab all the games, I'd recommend that, I'd recommend that, I'd recommend that, then I price them all up and go, fuck, I didn't realise that was that much, so I put them back. So a bit of rejigging. I'll explain how I got to the £100. I got bang on £100, alright? So I'll do my first honourable mention. I do my prices on CEX, okay? And one of the games, so in case you wonder where I get my prices from, then CEX is what I use as my database. It's the most consistent, rather than just going on eBay. If one of the games is really rare, it might be really expensive. So to keep it as fair, I suppose, as I can, it's based on CEX prices. And when I was looking, I would recommend this. This isn't available in CEX. This is an American game or collection, so maybe it's not available in the UK, and CEX, they won't touch it. I don't know if it's even on their database at all, right? But I would recommend that. If you're buying a PlayStation 4 and you're half into your fighting games, there's a very good variety of fighting games there, okay? So I have no idea how much it's going for on CEX prices, but it is available. It's £45 last time I checked on Amazon. I paid, I think, £32 on Amazon the day it came out. I bought mine straight away. But yeah, so let's move on. I got the prices as well, so I would recommend, these are my honourable mentions. I also recommend these. So first one is Injustice 2. That's going for £12 currently. This is the Legendary Edition. I think Injustice 2 is £8 or £10. Pay the extra money because you get all the DLC characters on there. My favourites is the Ninja Turtles. Amazing fun. This game will keep you entertained, or kept me entertained for months and months, and I'm still not finished with it now. I dip in and out. It's not my main game I've got going at the moment, but it's months, even could argue years if you want to level every single character up to level 30. You know, it's got kind of RPG elements in there as well. Yeah, great game. The other thing as well with the PlayStation 4, it's an amazing time, there's been amazing collections out. For example, Samurai Showdown, the Neo Geo collection. So these are the arcade games, or the games that came on the Neo Geo as well. So you've got 1 to 5, but it's got all the versions of 5 that came out as well. So you had special and perfect version on there as well. But that's currently £15, so I was eating up quite a lot of my budget. I've actually got another compilation in there, so that's taken up. That's probably my most expensive game that's actually made the cut. So I couldn't afford to have 2 of them, but again, I strongly recommend that game as well. Now this game made my list, but I was just over that £100. I had to take it off, right? It's Deus Ex Mankind Divided. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I had this game the day it came out. When they announced this is one of the reasons I wanted a PlayStation 4 early on, because I used to be. These were my favourite games of all time at one point, and this is right up there. It's very detailed, futuristic, cyberpunk, RPG elements. You can do the missions. There's so many ways you can do each mission. You can go in all guns blazing, which tends to be the way I go normally. You can, I think someone said, I'm not sure if on this game, but a lot of these games, you can complete the games without firing a single bullet or like killing anyone. So it's it's got that variety of gameplay in there, you know. So yeah, I'd strongly recommend that. Deus Ex is £3. Bloody hell, you're getting a lot for your money there. Trust me, it's so cheap because it's one of the older games on there. Now this game I strongly recommend, The Last of Us 2. It's £20. Just before Christmas, or a month or so ago, or 6 weeks ago, let's say, that was £8. It was on special off. You could buy that brand new for £8. I'm quite confident even Amazon are probably selling it cheaper. I don't know what's going on with it, with CX. The prices do jump up and then come back down, then jump up. Like God of War has gone up in price since the new ones come out. Not that I'm interested in that game, but I just noticed when I was out with the boys on Saturday, so that's gone up like £15 plus, and I remember that was £8 or something at one point. Yeah, so that's an amazing game. Story, people are quite divided. I enjoyed the story. It's not the best story. The first one is the one you want to go to for the story, but the gameplay is fantastic and it's a stunning world. I know it's a dangerous place to be, but yeah, I loved this game when I played it. I've only played it once. I'll have to go back to that. Another game. This is £4. Rage 2. These games get quite a lot of stick. Rage 1 and 2. Rage 1 I thought was really good. The year I played that was the best game I played all that year, and I was very late to the party with that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is very good as well. Very open world. It's got like the Mad Max game was amazing, wasn't it? It's got elements of that in it. It's got elements of Fallout 4 in it. It's very good game. Underrated game. What did I say it was? It's £4. Blinking heck. Strongly recommend for £4. It's a good 25-30 hours probably gameplay in there. I strongly recommend it. And the last game is £15. It's King of Fighters 15. I think that's a bargain for that price. But again, it took up too much of my £100 budget. So sticking with the challenge, I do recommend it. But if I only had £100, there are better fighting games on the system for better value. But that's quite a new game. When did it come out? February. Oh my God, it's come after a year. Or was it March? I think they postponed it to March, didn't they? Anyway, fantastic game. For £15, you get a lot for your money there, let me tell you. Right, they're my honourable mentions then, okay? I'll just move my list over. Yeah, some absolute bargains. Now is a good time to be collecting for the PlayStation 4. And yeah, you do get a lot for your money. For example, check this out for a bargain. Fallout 4 is £2. You can get, this is the Steelbook. I bought this for I paid £1 for this actually. I think it was £1 at one point. That's got a bit of a dent in the back, but I would strongly recommend this. Everyone knows the Fallout series. It's not as good. My favourite is Fallout 3, but I prefer this to New Vegas. Everybody's, New Vegas is the best. I don't get it. I've tried it twice. I finished it on the main story once, and I just don't get it. I get bored of it, but yeah, this is better than that one. For £2, yeah, you get, there's months. Some people are still playing this now. There's years, you can argue, if you fall in love with it, of gameplay there. So that's £2. So you can add these up, okay? Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This is my second playthrough now, and it's an amazing game. I gotta be honest, this is, I was second playthrough. I think I must be coming up to the 30 hours. I've done most of the main campaign. I'm just finishing a few things off. I'll probably finish with this week because I'm on my week off, in case you didn't know. But for £8, I think you can get it brand new as well on Amazon for £8. But currently on CEX, it's going for £8. That's an absolute bargain. And I do recommend the DLC. I got it in sale, I did. Couldn't do this list without this game, GTA 5. This game's, I wouldn't say all over, but it's normally around about 15, sometimes it goes down to 12, sometimes it goes up to 18. So it's right back, as of today, filming this video, it's at the 1st of February 2023. It's currently going for £15. I think I probably never even opened that map. I've played this game so much, all the DLC or whatever else is in there, I haven't even touched it. But an amazing game, £15. You can probably get the PlayStation 5 version for not much more, but it's almost the perfect game. This is open world, really good story, really funny. I don't need the map. Again, I'm not saying I'm the only person. There's loads of people out there probably that don't need the map when they're playing this game. Yeah, I haven't played it for a couple of years actually, so I might get the itch to go back to it, but I got too many games on my backlog or on rotation at the moment. But yeah, 100%. That's probably one of the best games on this list, you know. That's £15. Now, Assassin's Creed. You've got to have an Assassin's Creed game. I love all the Assassin's Creed games, apart from Valhalla. Couldn't get into it. I think it was 3 times I tried. Sorry, I can't do 3. 3 times I tried to play it, and all 3 times I failed. I just couldn't get into it. But my favourite is Syndicate. Syndicate's currently going for £8, so add that up. Like the story, like the fact that you play as 2 characters, Jacob and Evie Fry. It's my favourite city of all time. Someone's come and say hello. 1 second. Sorry. He always comes in. Come here then. What's the matter? You've been very needy today. Come on, up. What's the matter? What's the microphone? What's wrong, boy? What's wrong? What's the matter? It's too early for food. The back door's open for you. The back door is open. Yes. Kiss. Oh, kiss. Oh, right. You gonna be a good boy? Good boy, Dan. Got your head. Good boy. Sorry about that. Sorry, but we've always got time for Rossi on my channel. And what day was it? I think it was Monday. I've had him for 2 years. So I had a funny, sad story, slight tangent we're going on. 2 years ago, to the day we had Rossi, I lost my memory. I went missing. Breakdown, I'm not sure what it was, but it was the lowest point of my life. And every single day since then, my life's been getting better and better and better. My mental, that was like my family were like, we know there's something wrong with you. You have to get professional help, you know. I used to come back to say hello. Good boy. But yeah, and he's a big part of it, aren't you, boy? Where were we? Yeah, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. A lot of people I've got Origins, Odyssey. I like those games, but this is my one. This is my favourite. I love the rope thingy. What's it called? Almost like turns him into almost Spider-Man, doesn't it? I loved that with Jacob, you know, and Evie. Evie's got my favourite special move where she can go invisible. It takes you a while to unlock that perk, mind, but every time I play it, I aim to get that one. So if you stay still, she goes invisible. It's like, oh wow, this is so amazing. Yeah, that's my favourite Assassin's Creed of all time. And what was that? £8. Bargain, £8. I have seen it go cheaper on digital as well. So if anybody that isn't after a PS4 already got one, strongly recommend it. What else have we got? Alien Isolation, another great game. And another game that's £8. Stop playing this because I got too scared. It's an amazing game. If you like Alien, and this could be a movie. It's a really good story, so I'm not really going to spoil it. But it looks like Ripley, but that's Ripley's daughter. So she's like a chip off the old block, I suppose. So in the movie, Aliens, she dies, she's 57 or something, or whatever age she is. She was ill. But in reality, she actually went looking for Ripley. She went to space and, well, I'm going to go find her. You know, I'm going to go look for her. So it's kind of like a side story. There are missions where it's if you're playing in the movie of Alien. But it's very scary. I did play this, so I always waited for it to go dark. I always played it with the headphones on. I was living in Carlisle at the time. It's like the highlight of my life, do you know what I mean? It was this game. I loved it. I tried to go back into it, but I know it's too much for me. I gotta be honest. There was a bit where I think I was right at the end when there's more than one xenomorph and I'm under a table thinking I'm hiding. Well, he's over there. I turn and then you see another one's tail. You're like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm out. And an alarm was going off. I was like, nah, I wasn't sleeping and stuff. But if you like horror games, that's the one you need to get. And if you're half a fan of Alien, I swear you're going to enjoy that game, okay? Yeah, what was that? That was £8 as well. Now, this game is probably going to keep you entertained the longest, and it's one of the cheapest games in my list. It's only £6 for Ni no Kuni 2. an amazing JRPG. I haven't actually, well, I have played the first one, but didn't capture my imagination as well as this. This game, I was addicted to it. Mainly the city building side of it, leveling up, and I loved trying to go to different parts of the world to recruit new members to come to my city, and it's so satisfying because it's literally, there's a field, isn't there? If you haven't played it, this isn't a spoiler, but you go, right, that's a good place to build my new kingdom. We'll go there, and we basically plonk down, and you just got like a wooden wall at the start, and it just expands. The further in the game you get, the more people want to come join your kingdom, and it does turn into a kingdom. It's so satisfying and rewarding. There's reasons why you do everything as well, and like you get better. Like your armory will be working away. You need the best right people in the right place to do it, and they build you better weapons. So if you're more into your combat, it's good combat in these games as well. It's worthwhile leveling up your city. Because you get the benefits in combat, if that makes any sense, okay? Yeah, I give that game a 10 out of 10. If you're half into JRPGs, that I strongly recommend that. That's £6. It is available on the Switch as well. My imaginary friend Chris nearly bought that. He said, you've played that, haven't you? He came to me on Saturday. I was like, dude, play it, £6. But he wants it on the Switch, so I think he put it back. But on the Switch, I think it's quite a bit more expensive. I don't think it originally came out on the Switch at the same time. Okay, my most expensive, or joint most expensive game with GTA 5, the Street Fighter Collection. This is amazing. Look at all the games you get. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 classic titles. So it's basically Street Fighter, the original, up to Third Strike. So it's got the 1 to 5 versions of Street Fighter 2 in there, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, and then the 3 versions of Street Fighter 3 all in there. Plus a museum of all the artwork and stuff like that. Can you see? I'm not sure if you can see that. It's worth £15 just for the artwork. If anybody, go check out my Instagram. It's the same name as my YouTube channel. Or is it Tony Fighter Alpha 2 Turbo? I'm not sure if I've taken the Alpha out. But yeah, go check it out. But yeah, that is a masterpiece of a collection. Yeah, well done, Capcom. We don't realise how lucky we are to have all these arcade perfect games on one disc, you know. That was £15. Another classic, there's a couple of ones that have to be in there. Uncharted 4 for £6. I have actually seen it in CX cheaper. I think I've seen it go down to £5 or even £4. But still, for £6, you're getting so much for your money, so much bang for your buck. Naughty Dog, awesome game. Wasn't a fan of the ending, but not going to spoil it, but yeah, it's brilliant. You even get to play as Crash Bandicoot in there. You literally, part of the story is Nathan sits down with his partner and they're playing the game. It's like, oh, if you can beat my score, I do the dishes tonight. And it's really good fun. A beautiful looking game, and it's worth every penny of that £6. Any day. Another good game, this is £12, The Witcher 3. Now this is the Game of the Year edition, but I haven't got the basic because I've got the Game of the Year edition. But so I'm talking now about the basic version. I think this is only a couple of quid more, so you get the Blood and Wine, Hearts of Stone DLC, or says it, 16 DLCs. The main story is amazing. I tried to play Blood and Wine. I couldn't. It's too much dialogue. But I played it after completing The Witcher 3. And then I was like, oh, I've had too much. I'm ready to move on to something else. And I thought, no, stay with it now. And I need to go back to it, basically. But this is a stunning world. And it's full of surprises. How open and vast the world it is. This is a masterpiece. This is why CD Projekt Red made it. This is why I pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077. Went all out. I buy the steelbook. I bought the hardback visual guide or whatever. I went all out for this game. I nearly bought the fucking big figures. They're cool though, aren't they? That's how confident I was that CD Projekt Red was going to be amazing, based on how much of a masterpiece this was. I honestly thought, I know we're talking about a different game, I honestly thought Cyberpunk was going to be like Deus Ex, but more open world, because Deus Ex is, you're in an area, you can do what you want in that area to an extent, but I thought it'd be like that, but open world like this is. Like, why would we think otherwise, back then? But yeah, this game is amazing story. It is an 18. It should be an 18. I gotta be honest. It's gory. There's nudity, female nudity, I should say, in it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and over 800 awards. 800. Fucking hell, that's a bit excessive, isn't it? What's next? Right, I had to cancel the few. I crossed off Deus Ex and Rage 2 because I had to keep it to the £100. So the last two games, £8. What a bargain! It's Soul Calibur 6 Bambino. There was a time where I thought this was a perfect fighting game. It's quite easy to pick up and play, but then it's difficult to master. It's one of those games. It's got my favourite guest character of all time, which is 2B. She isn't on the disc. She's a DLC. But, speaking of Witcher, Geralt from Witcher is in it. You can play as well. I'm not sure if Harumaru is in it. Harumaru is an odd one though, isn't he? Because you got Mitsurugi. It's really cool when you're fighting against, as Harumaru, fighting against Mitsurugi or vice versa. But it's unusual. They're very similar characters. They play very similar as well, I suppose, to an extent. But yeah, I love this game for £8. Trust me, go and buy that game. It's a very good game. Yeah, I'll keep you entertained for a very, very long time. And the last game had to be in there. £12 gets a Street Fighter 5. Now, when it first came out, I think £12, probably what it was worth. There wasn't much content on there, but you get so much for your money. Now for 12 quid, this is the Champion Edition, right? You got a really good cast of characters, all the costumes. I love all that shit, right? I used to work in fashion. I know I'm wearing my Street Fighter merch. I've always liked it, all the different costumes, and I found it really interesting. Like, if I do a Tekken Tuesday and I'm playing Tekken 7, it's really nice and chilled out to just be talking whilst tinkering with the colour of my costumes and stuff like that, Yeah, I think this game's turned out to be an amazing game, hasn't it? Everybody likes Street Fighter 5, don't they? Well, I hope you all do anyway. Yeah, so that's my last game. So just a quick recap then, to add this up. So I got my book in front of me. Fallout 4, £2. Ghost Recon, £8. GTA 5, £15. Assassin's Creed 8. Alien Isolation, 8. Ni no Kuni 2, 6. Street Fighter Collection, 15. Uncharted 4, £6. The Witcher 3, £12. Soul Calibur 6, £8. And Street Fighter 5, £12. Beep, boop, beep. That comes to £100 sterling, Bambinos. Yeah, let me know, what did you think of my my picks, I suppose. You could argue there's Division 2, that's a cheap game on there, but then that's very similar to Ghost Recon in my opinion. But Ghost Recon, trust me, is a lot more advanced than that. Yeah, let me know what you thought, and if you are a fellow YouTuber, do your own video. Like, I pinched this off another YouTuber. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I need to work on my outros. Love you. Bye.